Hey, Algebra 1, welcome back, guys. Yeah, all right, we are continuing on with our review at the end of the book. I'm sure, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that you guys are probably pretty happy that this is what we're doing right now. We're going to finish out the year with something that should still be review. If it's not, this is going to be something that you can definitely use in the future, but I know you guys have learned this, and I know it's a lot easier than what we just did in Chapter 11. I will admit Chapter 11 info will come back, but not until Algebra 2. All right, so I wanted to, again, present this material to you to make sure that you are confident with it, because you're going to be doing it in geometry, just basics, intros, and something that you can finish out the year strong in. All right, so today, textbooks open to page 798. We're talking about circumference and area of a circle. All right, we got our circle drawn out here, and these are probably the three most important terms that you just need to make sure you understand for this section, okay? So we have our circle here. You got a dot right in the center. That is the center. Okay, the center is important because it is the point that you either go directly to when you're talking about the radius, or it is the point that you go directly through if you're talking about the diameter. Okay, now the radius is only a line from the outside and then it goes to the center, and that's it. Okay. But a diameter is from the outside that goes through the center and all the way directly to the other side. So a diameter will cut a circle in half, and a radius will not cut a circle in half at all. It's just like you're halfway in and that's it, and then you stop. Okay? Now, let's proceed. All right, make sure again, if you didn't copy that down, pause it, copy that down. We are now moving on to the equations that we are going to need. All right, C stands for circumference. All right, because we're going to be calculating circumference, and A is going to stand for area. All right, you'll see the little r. The little r stands for radius. You're going to see the lowercase d, and that stands for diameter. Then you're going to see that weird shape over there, and this guy right here is pi. All right, pi represents 3.14, but I'm going to let you guys keep your answers in terms of pi. All right, so what that means is, let's say you were to get to the point where you had 3 and then multiplied by pi. And so you'd think, okay, I have to do 3 and then multiply it by 3.14. No, you don't. Because what I'm telling you to do is keep your answers in terms of pi. So that means that when you get down to having 3 pi, you're done. Your answer would be 3 pi. Okay? So you're not going to have to do 3 multiplied by 3.14. You just leave it as 3 pi. All right. So you're going to see what I mean a little bit more based upon some of the problems that we do here. Okay. So we have examples, and let's see. We're going to be doing 1, 2, 3 examples for you. So let's start right here. Example 1. We have 5. Now, what is this? That would be a radius of 5. Okay, a radius again, right there. Notice it only goes halfway in. It touches the center dot, and then that's it. And that is what we are looking at right here. A 5 that is our radius. Okay, so that means that we have r equals 5. If we're calculating circumference and we are only given the radius, then you're going to have to use this equation right here, okay? Because that is what gives you the radius. Now, one thing that I haven't mentioned yet, and you should write this down, is if you do 2 times the radius, that equals the diameter. Or if you do the diameter divided by 2, that equals the radius. All right, maybe you guys knew that. That's easy. If you didn't, write that down. That's going to be helpful. Okay, so here we go. Let's go back to the problem here. We have a radius of 5. Let's calculate circumference. So we're going to say we have 2 multiplied by pi, which really, remember, we're not doing. We just leave it as pi. And then multiplied by r, which in this case is 5. So remember, everything in terms of pi means don't worry about 3.14. We're just going to do 2 times 5, 10 pi. That is your circumference. Okay? Now, let's get the area. And the area is going to be pi. And what is r? It's 5. And then you're going to square it. Okay? So what is 5 squared? 25. So area equals 25 pi. All right, remember, leave it in terms of pi. Don't multiply the 3.14. All right, so here is your circumference. Here is your area. All right, you're going to do the exact same thing on number 2. All right, we have an r, a radius of 3. So we use the circumference. That is going to be c equals 2 pi, and then a 3. So 2 times 3, we get 6 pi. That is it. Again, leave it as pi. Area, we're going to have pi, and then r is 3, and you're going to square it. What is 3 squared? It's 9. Don't make the mistake of saying, oh, it's 3 times 2. No. 3 squared is the same thing as 3 times 3. So area equals 9 pi. All right, sorry about that. And there we go. Area equals 9 pi. Perfect. Let's circle that one. Okay, so that covers the first 2 examples based upon if you were given a radius. Let's do the last example. This one is a diameter. It's all the way across. Okay, so just a quick review. Look at the equation. For circumference, there is the equation where we could be given diameter, and literally your circumference is just diameter pi. So what's the diameter? It's 8. What does that mean? Circumference equals 8 pi. Wow, that one was basically given to you. All right. Now, this is where one extra step is involved. You'll notice diameter equals 8. We don't have the radius, but how do you get the radius? Let's do a quick check right here. All right, radius, that's this equation we're going to look at. Radius is if you take diameter, divide it by 2. All right, so if I have my diameter, I'm going to take 8 divided by 2 equals 4, which is my radius. The equation for area is pi, and then radius squared. All right, 4 squared is 16. Area equals 16 pi. There it is. I know that pi looked a little bit funky. Sorry about that. Okay, that covers us. All right, simple enough. That is your notes for circumference and area of a circle. All right, take a look. That's the last example problem. There's the first 2 example problems. There's our top page of notes. All right. Thank you guys. Miss you guys. Hope you're doing well. And as always, we'll see you in the next